So in case you missed the news last week, Candace Owens had a visa cancelled by Anthony Albanese's immigration minister, Tony Burke. And Candace is getting legal. She is not happy about this, and this is becoming a pattern. Jordan Peterson, Posey Parker, Djokovic. Why is it that these people are being cancelled? These people aren't getting their visas approved in time or at all. And we're seeing a situation where they're not allowed into the country to do something that Obama, he's allowed to tour Australia, or even Taylor Swift, she's allowed to tour Australia. What's wrong with Candace Owens? Oh, she could incite discord. She could incite discord is the reasoning Tony Burke gave the tour promoter and Candace Owens about her visa application. Well, Candace isn't taking this sitting down. In fact, 30,000 Australians have signed the petition to support Candace Owens being allowed into the country, and 15,000 tickets have been sold for this particular tour. But no, Anthony Albanese, Tony Burke, they know better. This is what the misinformation bill will look like, but this is in physical form. This is in physical form, and it must be opposed. Jordan Peterson, he was meant to actually come and speak at the ARC conference a couple of weeks ago, but he didn't get his visa in time. The immigration minister said, oh, we didn't have enough time. And it's almost as though Jordan Peterson had never been to the country before. And it's like, now hang on a sec. He's toured like 2 or 3 times to often sold out theatres in Sydney, like the Grand Super Theatre in the ICC, 8,000 people. But no, we can't give him a visa. What about Posey Parker? The lady that was meant to speak at CPAC in Brisbane a month ago. Any visa? No visa. Donald Trump Jr. was meant to speak mid last year at an event we were promoting as well, and he didn't get his visa until 24 hours before he was set to fly, which was too late. And who's the last one? Djokovic. Early 2022, coming out of COVID, Djokovic was meant to be speaking, he was meant to be playing rather, at the Australian Open in Melbourne, but he wasn't allowed to, and he was denied the opportunity to win another Grand Slam win. However, he came back a year later and he did end up winning. This is ridiculous. It has to be challenged. And the idea that Anthony Albanese is going after Candace in this way and saying, you know, you're not allowed into this country. What's the difference between Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson? What's the difference? He was allowed to speak here in July. It was a successful event. It sold out. He didn't incite violence or sow discord in a way that destabilized Australia. But no, he was allowed. But the black woman from America, Candace Owens, she's not allowed. Send her to the back of the bus, is what Anthony Albanese is saying. This is ridiculous. And if we don't take a stand on this, you know, I'm just so grateful Candace is standing up for this and not putting it in the too hard basket. She is so encouraged by 30,000 people signing a petition to allow her into the country in 4 days. That's how many signatures we've got, which is the most we've really ever gotten on something of this nature. And the idea that we see a situation where Aussies are rallying around her in these comment sections saying, hey, what the hell? Why aren't you allowing Candace in? We should be able, I don't agree with her, but she should be allowed to come and at least talk. She's not inciting violence. And where is Peter Dutton? Where is Peter Dutton on this? I saw one tweet of a lady saying, I hope they don't allow Candace Owens in. So I called Peter Dutton to see what his take was. And his office said something along the lines of, yeah, we're doing everything we can to make sure that she definitely doesn't get in. This was a good decision. Now, if that's not correct, Peter Dutton should come out publicly and say, no, she should be allowed to speak in Australia. But this is not the case. And in fact, when Djokovic was banned from Australia, it was actually a Liberal government. It was Scott Morrison's government, and the Minister for Immigration was Alex Hawke, which was the one that didn't allow Djokovic to actually be allowed into the country. This is ridiculous. And it was on medical grounds as well, which is ridiculous. And so now we're in a situation where Candace is the one fighting back. And to support her, I've actually spoken to both the touring company for Candace, but also Candace Owens herself, to confirm that we are going to do a legal fundraiser to support her lawsuit against the government on this. This must be stopped. Candace has said, I'll do whatever I can to make this show go ahead, but I'm taking this legal. I am getting legal with these people, she's saying. The Australians are not taking this sitting down. We are not just going to sit by and allow the government to allow, you know, the absolute craziest people into this country that have crazy criminal records from overseas, like the ones Candace has talked about on the show. But no, the mother of three, the black woman from America, Candace Owens, she's the threat. She's the one sowing discord. After Anthony Albanese did the voice referendum a year ago and divided the country on divisions of race. I mean, Anthony Albanese, under that court, all politicians would be rejected under this standard. It's ridiculous. So if you want to support Candace, sign the petition. If you want to support her financially, donate to the Give Send Go link I have in my bio or in the description here, and please support her. Flick her $5. I've already kicked it off with $10,000 to support her privately. I don't want to see a situation where we can't bring good speakers out to Australia. This is what the misinfo bill looks like physically, and Candace will be coming out to talk about various things, including the US election, including the Brexit movement, where black people are no longer voting for the Democrat Party anymore, but also other things like free speech, the misinformation bill. She should be allowed into the country. She should be allowed to talk on these things. She should be allowed to do a tour like anyone else, like Barack Obama when the red carpet was rolled out for him, or even Taylor Swift. I bet you they approved those visas in record time. But no, the black woman, Candace Owens, is the problem. This is ridiculous. This is why I'm committed to promoting this tour, supporting Candace Owens, and pushing back against this crap. Because Peter Dutton won't do it, and nor will Sky News. Sky News won't do it. They haven't done a single segment publicly on their YouTube about this, so we have to do it. The Australian people, once again, because our elites on the right aren't doing what they need to be doing to protect freedom of speech, and the Menzies We Believe statement, it's completely gone. It's been burned. We have to do it. And this is what really makes me, you can tell I'm angry about this. This makes me really angry, because the very people that say that they want to be the Prime Minister and they want to bring back Australia to what it used to be and make Australia great again, they have no guts, they have no balls. But Candace Owens is literally coming to Australia to fight for us. And she's willing to take the financial hit for that reason. What the hell has happened to Australia? This is not the country that my parents thought it was when they came here. This is not the country. And a lot of Aussies are absolutely sick of being made an embarrassment on the national stage and on the international stage by our politicians and our elites that are being just idiots, absolute idiots. And no one else acts like this. No one else acts like this. But Albo and his immigration minister, they're just pulling rank. They're pulling rank and pulling this crap. Anyway, give this a share. Flick Candace Owens a few bucks if you can through this fundraiser. But this has made me so angry over the last week, especially after fighting so many elections over the last few weeks. And to see that this is what our government is doing, and this is where our movement is at. I mean, these people are absolute bastards, and they need to be opposed. And we've got to show the world that there is a fight back in Australia, and that free speech is not dead here. So I beg for your support. I pray that you can help Candace, and I pray that you can help this go ahead legally for her. I'll see you guys later.